All right, guys, the NBA playoffs are finally here. And as the games get better and the intensity ratchets up, I tell you to go to our friends at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Use my promo code DCTV.
Bet only $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
All of your favorite teams that competed through the season now get the chance to compete on the grandest stage, all the way to the conference finals and the NBA finals. It is going to be bananas. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app. Sign up using my promo code. So go to the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, where the crown is yours.
Daniel Cormier!
Another episode of Funky and the Champ. I'm fat. Jamal's like skinny fat. Right? He's like you. Like you're skinny fat.
Take it back.
Today I chose violence.
I'm suing. Sue them. I had the mute on for the fight. Sorry, Daniel. I did mute you.
You guys are going to be lifetime enemies because of the shit you say the moment you get a microphone in your face. Bro, you're crazy. What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Funky and the Champ. I'm Daniel Cormier. That's Ben Askren. Ben, you know what's kind of messed up? Every time we do the show, Luis goes, "Can you see me?" And we're like, "No." So 100 times we say, "No, Luis, you're off the screen." Today, I decided to go, "Yes, I can see you." Luis goes, "No, you can't." So what the fuck was the point of it?
He tricked you. He wanted to know if you're telling the truth.
So what's the point of him asking? I don't get that. Like, what's the point of him asking?
He wanted to catch you in a lie, which I think he did.
I'm going to punch him whenever I see him at UFC 302 and 303.
302. Which one is that again?
That's Islam and Dustin.
Oh, that's a fun one.
In
There
New
we
Jersey.
Go.
Yep. And then Conor McGregor versus Chandler in 303.
Nice.
Bro, Michael Chandler. You would not believe this. You know how I've been a little bit skeptical about the fight with him and Conor and
yeah, well, I was the one who said it wasn't going to happen in 2023, and you thought it was going to happen in 2023.
Michael Chandler, bro, went on the greatest victory tour I've ever seen in my life. He calls me, right, as if we're going to have a normal conversation, but he's gloating. He's completely gloating that the fight's happening, man. Proving me wrong, but he was hiding it behind that nice Michael Chandler way. But I could tell he was like, "See, you want to fucking talk and say I'm thirsty for the fight." No, I couldn't believe it. It was
wait. So if he's gloating, that doesn't mean he's not thirsty for the fight. That would actually, Michael. I don't want to roast you here, but that would kind of prove Daniel's point that you were, in fact, he did get the fight. He did get the fight. So whatever. Well, they haven't made the walk yet. They're close. We're only 6 weeks out, maybe-ish?
Yeah, but did you see Conor pacing back and forth, dark, the foggy dude playing in the background? He's back. Conor McGregor's back. You didn't see it?
I know. I have not seen that. I don't actually believe he's back.
Because you didn't watch UFC 301.
No, you would never know that.
Hey, honestly, nobody did.
No. Dana's going to whoop your ass. Dana's going to... You're getting beat for that one. You know what Dave's gonna make you do? Dave's gonna make you do power slap.
Dude, don't do that, dog. Don't do that. Don't do that.
How much would I have to pay you to do power slap?
I almost did power slap. I'm interested.
No, you did not. You lied.
I swear I almost did power slap. But then scheduling didn't allow for it to happen. But
can I ask you a question about the rules then? Because I don't know the rules.
Yeah.
How do you get to determine? Because this seems like a very, very important detail.
How
do you get to determine who goes first?
It's a flip.
That's it?
I think it's a flip. Luck of the draw. But guess what, though? There's a crazy stat that says only about 50% of the first slappers are winning on the first slap.
Only 50%, so that means it's either first or second.
Yes. It's not. Oh, my God, I snorted. It's not guaranteed to knock you out, which is crazy.
Okay.
But the one power slap that I did call was on a weigh-in show, and the slap was boom, dude was gone right away.
So it's a strategy to flex with it, or is it to roll? Can you roll? Are you allowed to roll with it? You know what's
crazy? I watch what are the rules? Forrest Griffin catches, Forrest catches, Anthony Smith catches. They catch. They're like the guys.
Oh, They catch. Oh, they catch the people when they fall.
They're catchers. They're like standing behind
that
the guys.
That has another terminology. If you say, who's the catcher?
What's that mean?
Don't Google it.
No, I'm not Google. No, okay. Let me check. I gotta know what that is.
No.
What do you mean, Google catcher? It's a back catcher. It's a catcher. A catcher.
Okay, whatever you say. Got it.
Dude, you're such a fucking moron. Now I gotta know this. Okay.
I'm texting you the answer.
Urban Dictionary catcher.
Oh, you idiot!
What?
You idiot!
Yes. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Like every week I try to get you canceled, but you would have got me canceled.
Yep.
You'd have got me canceled. Fucked up, man. All right, Ben. Anyways, it's time to actually get started because we've just been rambling for the first 5 minutes.
Well, I thought that's what we did on this show.
It is kind of what we do, and people seem to like it, so why not? Anyhow, bro, did you see? All right, now it's getting good, right? There's a term, and I don't want to call it hero worship, but it's kind of like you idolize this person so much that you start to try to emulate them because they did great things. But at some point, that shit may backfire on you. And it backfired on Sean O'Malley, right? So Sean O'Malley has publicly put Conor McGregor on a pedestal. Loves Conor. It's to be like Conor. All that. Ryan Garcia tests positive for Osterine.
Oh, we got Ryan Garcia. How did Sean catch this stray? Can you explain that one to me? I
don't understand.
I have no idea.
What? Conor releases this statement, and he's just bashing O'Malley. Why? Why does he do that? Why does Conor do that? And
that's what I was going to ask you, Daniel, because I actually am like, wait, okay, so I understand why McGregor is going after Garcia. I get it, right? Even though they were in the locker room together, like acting like buddies, then he goes after him.
Yeah, why?
I have no idea again. But then how does Sugar Sean get looped in there?
Well, because you remember Sean had tested positive for Osterine.
I actually did not remember that.
Yeah, he did. He tested positive for Osterine, but they said the levels to which he had it in his system was consistent with a bad supplement, right? Okay. Because it's all about like levels, I guess. So I guess they said the levels that Sean had in his system was consistent with a tainted supplement. But he catches this stray. How do you think O'Malley feels when he has put him on such a high level in a pedestal?
Yeah, I don't know the answer, and I actually thought they were on good terms.
How would you feel
if you would have asked me? Well, I guess probably like him, like, all right, screw you. I guess you're a dork. I'm not following you anymore. I don't know if I ever put anyone in my life on that much of a pedestal. Obviously, it's the people who I think are great, and they're amazing people. But Sean really did kind of follow in Conor's footsteps. I don't know, but he's obviously won a world title and he's making a path of his own. I don't know about him bumping up 2 weight classes, although Conor is probably out of his prime by at least a few years, and Sean is, and I think that would be if. So obviously Conor has to get past Michael Chandler, but if he were to get past Michael Chandler, that would be a freaking gigantic fight.
Let me ask you a question. Is that why Conor's doing it, though? Because he can see that this young man is followed in his footsteps and he's becoming such a great star, because they say that imitation is the greatest compliment you can receive. But when you're the biggest star and you see somebody coming up behind you, you might go, I don't like this guy. I want to find a way to put him back in his place, make people choose whether or not it's this guy or the other guy. Do you think that's why Conor's doing it?
I think that is a definite possibility, a sense of jealousy or something that he is, because Sean is kind of on fire. I didn't think he was going to be Aldo, and he finished him quickly. You still got to get past Merab, who's the next one. And then who else is lurking? And he finally got a fight announced, but he hadn't fought in a while, was Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
He's kind of lurking in that division
but Corey
as well.
Sandhagen also very dangerous.
Yes, 100%.
Who do you think in that weight class can actually beat Sean O'Malley?
Well, I mean, I think Merab's obvious. You
think Merab can beat him? So much smaller. He's so much smaller, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't see the size as a thing. I see as long as he's willing, willing to go after him and able to get past the range, he's going to take him down and he's going to take him out over and over again. And one of the things we did see, and this may have made Sean better, but Sean did get really tired at the end of that last fight when Cheeto kept coming forward and he kind of was maybe not quite as effective in rounds 4 and 5 as he was early. And Cheeto doesn't get any takedowns. So if Merab is able to get takedowns and do some damage, that could be effective. But yeah, could I see Sean keeping him at range and putting him out? Yeah, I could see that possibility also.
So let me read you guys what Sean said in response to Conor McGregor. He said, I would just fight him at 55. First of all, it's a huge payday. Second of all, it's Conor. That would be legendary. He's one of the rare guys I would fight way out of my weight class. I mean, these guys have pictures together. Like, I mean, Luis is going to put this in there, but they got pictures together. But the original response from Sean O'Malley was not nearly as nice. He said, Conor's full of that booger sugar. He's on the internet. He called it booger sugar. He said he's on the internet making a fool of himself. When I look at this one, I don't know if you can truly take a Conor McGregor rant as personally as you could prior. Because I
cannot. Absolutely not.
Right? I just don't know that he's always as present in his mind as he believes he is, because he goes on these deals and he deletes it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, once it doesn't matter.
Why is it a pet peeve? Like, you want people to stand by what they say? Like, if you're going to say it, freaking mean it?
Yes. Like, you say it, right? Leave it there. Plus, Ben, how often do you get to hide behind a deleted tweet?
Never. It's so dumb. I have no idea why. People always screenshot it. If you're someone like him, once you put it out, there's got to be hundreds of people screenshotting it literally the second it comes out.
So it doesn't matter. So it's like Conor knows, right? Or he should know that the moment he puts it out there, it's there to live forever, because they're going to grab it right away. So I'm like,
right away.
I don't know. And that's why I believe he's not present. That's why I believe that he's not like in
so
his.
What you're saying right now, is he doing that? He's on that booger sugar.
I'm not saying he's on that booger sugar. I'm saying that he's not present mentally, right? I don't think that he's like, because he still believes that he can delete it and it'd be actually gone. It's not gone. Or he's gone so far in his direction with his character in these actions that he continues to do it now, because he's like, I've gone this far. I got to keep doing it as such, because I know that it makes people talk.
Yeah, I mean, that is funny when they delete it. I would always ask someone, I don't believe I've deleted any tweets. I would like to ask someone who's deleting it, why would you possibly delete it? Because everyone has it, so why would we do that? It doesn't really make any sense at all.
He's so popular, but him and Michael Chandler's happening now. But the reality is, him and Sean O'Malley, them just fighting about this, it really does just elevate his fight with Michael Chandler.
Absolutely.
Sadly, Michael Chandler once again has to play bridesmaid to an argument between him and a 35-pounder. I don't necessarily love getting.
Well, why is he playing bridesmaid? I mean, like, I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like Michael Chandler and Conor are going to fight.
Oh, you're crazy.
I feel like
people are going to be talking about this Sean O'Malley shit.
I feel like Conor constantly, almost incessantly, has something going on the side. Like, he is constantly picking fights with somebody, anybody. Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya. I think he was picking a fight with Canelo. It's like, who's he not picking a fight with? It's constantly someone. What's that one little guy that used to fight with him? That's sued him for the whiskey.
Artem.
Yes.
Yeah, Artem. Him and Artem used to fight.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Artem wanted some money off that whiskey, but does Artem really believe that Conor McGregor owes him money based on the whiskey? What that was?
I wasn't there. What if he did promise him?
No, fuck no, dude. Do you know what's crazy about that, Ben?
What?
That's like you and I talking, right? And we're like, yo, Ben. Because, I mean, I think I said this back in 2008 in the Olympics. I go, dude, when we're done, I think you'd be a great coach. You should open youth academies. Right?
You did not say that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said this at the Olympics.
Well, it was Max's idea, not mine. So
no,
take
but
that.
seriously, listen. But hey, how about this though, Ben? Just because I said it to you at a time where you probably just kind of pass it off, like I got years to wrestle, and then when Max brought it up, and you're like, or you might have said it passingly to Max, and then Max makes the idea. You're like, just because you don't remember where you heard it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. But so am I a part of your business? Should I get paid for that?
I don't know.
That's what happened.
But if we had some type of agreement, which I don't know if him and Artem had some type of agreement, they may have, they might not have. I'm not really certain what Conor's doing. And obviously Conor might have been under the influence of something when he made his agreement, but then Artem doesn't have much else going on in his life.
It was
so he's
literally
like, give me that
money,
baby.
about making a whiskey. And he goes, man, you should make a whiskey and put a name.
You know that? You were there?
Well, I wasn't in the room, but that's what they're saying. Artem's even saying it. He's even saying, I gave him the idea.
It's pretty bad.
Here's the thing, bro. Like I told you, like I thought you should open Askren Academy. Where's my freaking 10%? I mean, where's my dollar? Where's my dollar?
Oh my gosh,
are we at 5 now?
No, 7.
We have 7 academies? No, don't say I. Don't say
Max,
I.
Me, Max, John, yeah.
Don't
Not
say
Daniel.
I. We, because I brought the idea to you. Don't fucking screw me, Ben. I want my reparations.
Hey, oh my God. Can we talk about your bestie Jon Jones and who he's gonna fight? Because he's another guy that just goes off on Twitter. I don't know. He's another one that I would like to sit down and ask him, like, what are you thinking when you put this out? Because he's essentially what he was making was a pitch to fight Pereira, right? And it's like, and you know, honestly, and the Stipe thing too is weird because Stipe now hasn't fought in almost 4 years.
Dude, he was 30. He was like 38 years old.
Yeah, he's like 42 or something. We want to see Jon Jones fight Tom Aspinall. Aspinall's got the interim belt. John's got the belt. It just doesn't make any sense. Just freaking make them fight. And then if John beats him, then Pereira versus John for, you know, a unification or something to that effect. But you can't leave Tom Aspinall sitting over here with the interim belt. And now I feel like it's kind of been a little bit of time since he fought. Like
November.
I wasn't a huge Tom Aspinall fan, but I was super impressed by his title fight, and I want to see this man fight again. And I hate the fact that they're making him just kind of sit on the bench.
Ben, hold on. Jon Jones said that, and I believe this is just me talking now. I believe. Let me read you Jon Jones' statement on the Alex Pereira. All right. Jon Jones said that he believes that if he fought Alex, because of everything that Alex Pereira has done, would be the biggest fight that the UFC could make. Are you wrong? Is he wrong? Answer that. Is he wrong?
I think the answer is yes, because I think people do.
How's he wrong? How's he wrong?
Well, I'm about to tell you if you don't shut up.
Good.
So I think people view it. I think people would view it as, and this is where if Alex could beat Tom Aspinall, he would have to stop some takedowns for sure, right? People want to see him have the ability to stop takedowns, because if you can't stop takedowns on Jon Jones, he's going to take you down. He's going to submit you. Like we saw Pereira be taken down by Izzy Adesanya, and he was kept down for actually a significant portion of time. And it is kind of wild that we have this guy Pereira who is, I mean, there's no doubt he's making his mark as, you know, possibly one of the best ever if he keeps winning, right? And yet we still have, I know you do, even if you want to express it, you have questions about his wrestling. Like, how would he do against a good wrestler? And we don't know, because somehow, you know, Jamal Hill didn't try to take down. Prohaska didn't try to take down. Blachowicz actually did take him down and keep him down for a round.
He got tired, though.
Strickland didn't try a takedown. Adesanya didn't try it. Like, these guys, they don't try takedowns. So he's won all these fights. So I don't remember the Bruno Silva. I'm looking at his record. I don't remember the Bruno Silva fight.
Bruno Silva was taking him down. He took him down quite a bit, but that was early in his UFC career.
Yeah, so that was the second one in his UFC career. But so it's crazy because, you know, he got kind of fast-tracked because of his previous experience, the title, which I have no issue with whatsoever. But then as he's, you know, fought Sean Strickland and on, Besides one round with Jan, and Jan's not really even a wrestler. Like, he possesses some skills, but he's not a wrestler. He has not fought a wrestler. So we still have these questions. So if he fights Jon Jones, I think there's a chance it's over in like 2.5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look what Jon did to Cyril Gahn. Jon he's a large man. He's a high-level wrestler. He's got great grappling skills. Yeah, I think there's a possibility of that for sure.
Let me read you this. Alex became champion of the heavy. If he came champion of the heavyweight division, would you guys consider him the GOAT? That would be 3 divisions, 3 belts. Being back in the gym has got me thinking differently. That fight after Stipe may be the next biggest move I could possibly make. The killer has already defeated so many champions. Is considered a legend to millions around the world. The most massive fight the UFC could make. Give Alex a chance to avenge all of those Brazilian champions that I have dealt with. It would be absolutely massive. A guy with a chance to be a 3-division champ and a GOAT versus the actual GOAT. Same age, different strengths. No one can argue that this would be the biggest fight in MMA history. There's no fight that generates a payday like that. Marketing for it would be insane.
I disagree.
Dude, I
actually put tweets out, and I don't read a lot of the comments, but I think people view it very similar to me as Jon. What Jon sees Pereira as a significantly easier opponent than Aspinall. And for whatever reason, he does. There's no doubt about this, because Aspinall is like, oh, that guy's big and strong, hits hard, it'll be tough to take down.
And he wrestles. Aspinall wrestles.
And he wrestles a little bit. And he knows what he's doing on the ground, and he's seen Pereira, and he's thinking, I can do the same exact thing that I did to Cyril Gahn. Same thing. That's what he's thinking, for sure.
I think, me personally, I think that while that might be the case, is it not the smart thing? I mean, we're not denying that, but the problem is we can see through it. Is fighting not make the most money and be as safe as possible? I mean, he's fought all the best killers. He's fought all the best killers.
Yes, but
he's fought guys.
But Daniel, just say it then. Just say it. Say Jon, say, I want to fight Pereira because he's got 2 belts and I think I can submit him.
Generations prior, he has fought the best. From our generation, him and I, he fought from the prior generation when he was a kid. Now he's saying, why do I want to take on a 3rd generation of fighter? Because that is what Tom Aspinall is. So I think, business-wise, it's about as smart as he can be.
They just say that. Just say that. Don't try to freaking. What do they call that when you make someone think something different? I can't remember the word right now.
You talking about what's that word?
What is it? Gaslighting. Don't gaslight us.
You think I'm trying to gaslight you?
He's trying to gaslight us.
Jon's gaslighting, not me.
Gaslighting us. Not well. You're a little bit. You're taking Jon's side. I don't know what you're trying to play here.
I'm taking the side because I recognize what he's doing. Hey, when we were fighting Jon Jones, right, in 2017, at 30, I was 38 years old. He was a kid, right? He was smart, though. He recognized what he was doing. He was fighting all these older guys. Yeah. Now he's the older guy. He was 28, 29 when he fought. But he is trying to make the smartest fight with the least amount of risk. It's like Anthony Smith, right? Anthony Smith purposely just came out and said it. I think Alex Pereira doesn't have takedown defense. I believe I could submit Alex Pereira. I don't know that it's
what he should have said. That's what.
But I don't know that it's as easy as they think it is, because he doesn't. Hey, Ben, he anti-grapples, right? I've seen you fight a lot of guys.
We're talking about Pereira?
Pereira. He anti-grapples.
Don't give me anti-grapple. If Jan takes you down and Izzy takes you down, Jon Jones is going to take you down.
Yes, but let me tell you what I mean by anti-grappling.
Yeah.
He doesn't engage you. He literally just lays there and he holds you. He grabs your wrists. He holds you in tight. He doesn't try to get up. Yep, every time I submitted Rumble Johnson or somebody, it was because they turned around to try to get back to their feet. So then I choke him.
But that was also because you were punching them. That was because you were punching them, and they didn't like.
Yes, but he never does that though. He controls them to the point that they never get damage off. So then he never has to try to escape.
But Daniel, we're talking
really
about
smart.
Izzy and Jan as ground fighters versus Jon Jones. Jon Jones is one of the greatest ground fighters of all time.
Yes, he is.
So I mean, these are a little, and he's obviously significantly larger, much larger than both of the 2 gentlemen. So
yes,
Yeah, I guess what he is saying also is if he becomes the heavyweight champion, so that would mean if he beats Tom Aspinall. So I guess maybe if Pereira were to beat Tom Aspinall, I maybe would feel a little bit differently about him because he's probably stuffed some takedowns. He's dealt with a big, strong grappler. So if that happens, I guess I would feel differently.
But the toughest fight and the most meaningful fight in all of fighting right now is Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall. I don't even know, like, at this point, if it should be Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. I like Stipe. Stipe is a great guy, but at that age, with that much time off, look, I fought till I was 41, and I was relatively active before I had back surgery. Yeah. I fought 3 times in 2018 when I was 39 years old because I was healthy. But to go that long without a fight, in the last fight being a brutal knockout, into a title fight against a guy like Jones, I don't know. I don't know what Stipe looks like today. For 4 years, he's lived a life of a normal person. Sure, he may go to the gym and train, but Ben, because you're in there wrestling with those kids every day, does that make you a competitive wrestler still?
It doesn't. It does not, in fact.
Right? Like, it doesn't. Yeah. Like, can Stipe still compete at that level is the question.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. Honestly, it feels like we haven't really heard from Stipe. All this is going. John's challenging everyone on Twitter, and Steve. I don't know. Maybe Stipe.
But is John challenging everybody, or is he challenging Alex and ignoring Tom Aspinall?
He is ignoring Tom Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall's a real problem. Tom Aspinall's a real problem.
So let's get Tom Aspinall a fight already. Like this guy wants. I think this guy wants.
Well, they're going to fight in Manchester. They're going to fight in Manchester. Not imagine.
Wait. Hold on. That's been signed. I thought they were talking about that.
No, Tom. No, we're fighting. We're going to Manchester for a pay-per-view. So it's going to probably be Bilal and Leon. Yep. And I imagine they would put Tom Aspinall on there against someone.
Tom is not confirmed. He's not confirmed.
Tom's not confirmed. None of it's confirmed. We have no fights. Bro, hey, no main event, no co-main event, no fights, actually. And
that was wild because that shit's at like 3 a.m. or something. I don't know why they do
the walkout is at the main card.
Dana hates English people. For real. That
2 a.m. Ben, before I let you go.
The last time Stipe even tweeted something was a month ago.
Really? What did he tweet?
And then him hitting the bag. And then 2 months ago, he had a Valentine's Day with his wife. He looks like a nice family man. But like I said, he just we're not seeing much from him.
What do you think? Do you think he beats Jones or no?
I don't know. I'm almost saying.
What do you make a heavyweight Jon Jones?
I don't think that fight even comes together. I told you what I want. I want Aspinall and I want Jon Jones. That's what I want. I said that before.
Aspinall feels like Jon Jones is playing games. He said it. Aspinall said he feels like Jones is playing games. He's manipulating people, and Aspinall is doing the right thing, I believe. Yes. He has no idea who he'll fight next because he said that Jones is playing games with him. But I believe that this kid is the real deal, and I think this guy's dangerous. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm close to Jones. If I'm advising him to fight Aspinall, I'm telling him try to fight Alex Pereira. Before I let you go, Ben, I want to ask you this. Ryan Garcia, today it was said that he didn't test positive for steroids now.
You're kind of like an old guy, Daniel. I know you're only a few years older than me. You're kind of like an old guy where you call everything steroids. I feel like that's an old guy thing.
No, wait.
You need to be more specific.
They said he tested positive for Ostarine, which is a steroid.
I believe it's a SARM. I actually just Googled it.
Okay. They saying that, or a banned substance. Sorry. Banned substance.
There you go.
Steroids.
There we go.
So,
hey, what they said, you know who I was picking on the other day? I'm going to pick on him right now. Our boy Jared Lawrence. He's kind of an old guy like you. Do you remember this? Back in the early 2000s, like right past, say, 99, 2000, 2001, they used to call visits to website hits.
Yes, he says that.
He still calls them hits.
Oh, it's bad.
Like he's like 70. That's like you.
That's so bad. He needs to get better. Anyway, listen. It said that Dan Rafael reported that Ryan Garcia has been cleared of a potential positive drug test for the 19-norandostarine metabolite, which derives from the banned substance nandrolone. He initially tested positive for the metabolite, but results were unconfirmed. Pending further analysis, those results are now being confirmed to be negative. So essentially, I think what they're saying is like
didn't test positive.
He didn't know, but like his B sample wasn't positive. Have you ever? I mean, has there ever been a time where the B sample doesn't match the A sample? It's the same piss.
I think there was. Well, obviously the Russians in 14 were cheating. Remember they were slipping the piss files through the window. You ever watch
Yeah.
that movie?
Yeah.
So I want to say that one because then they went actually back. They actually went back and found all the real pee. But I don't know the answer to that. I don't pay enough attention to USADA. I would guess maybe it's happened at some point, but I'm not certain.
Hey, boxing is boxing, man. Like some shady shit will happen in boxing, right?
Oh yeah,
Like I mean,
always.
I don't think I've ever. I saw Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia's he's a different cat, man.
Yeah.
He was with this girl and her friend, and they were like fighting the allegation and saying it wasn't true, but it was like it was Ryan Garcia, as Ryan Garcia is, just like a really odd type of kid. But boxing does some shady shit, and it's hard to be surprised anymore when things that don't normally occur happen in boxing. I gotta ask you this one.
What's
and
that?
God, somebody told me this the other day, and I would not say it. And I didn't want to think about it, but then it made me immediately think about Ben Askren.
What?
I said, I want to ask Ben what he thinks about this. All right. Jose Aldo fought last weekend. You didn't watch, or you probably paid attention to the results. Well, he beat Jonathan Martinez.
Yep.
Jose Aldo allegedly was offered a fight in Brazil when Glover Teixeira fought against Jamal Hill, but he turned it down.
Okay.
This time he takes the fight. I'm flying on the plane last weekend, and some guy then says to me, "You think Jose took that fight because USADA's not around anymore?"
Ooh.
What do you? I was like, and I had never really thought about that, right? But then me knowing or hearing that he had said no prior, this time he says yes. You think that has something to do with it, Ben?
Yeah, I have no idea because I'm not in the UFC anymore, so I don't know what the new testing protocols are like, or if
I
they're
don't know what it
or
is.
Not strict. You're not in there either. So,
well, John Jones John Jones. That lady went to his house, so obviously they're still testing people.
Well, they're testing a little bit, but how stringent are they? Are they strict? Does Dana have some type of access to the results before the results come out? Because I know obviously USADA never gave him any of that type of clearance. So I would say it's a possibility, and also Jose retired and he got pulled in the Hall of Fame, right? And so there's a lot of research saying testosterone,
but he was still boxing. He was still boxing
competitively. That was not real shit. Come on. So there's a lot of research that says testosterone is good for you as you get a little older, and so maybe he just wanted to live a normal, healthy, robust life. So he got on a little testosterone, and then they asked him to fight, and he said, "Well, I want to fight," and he said, "Oh,
but you also got to sit 6 months, right, in USADA."
Well,
so maybe it was like the timing. Before it was like 6 months to sit before you can fight in USADA.
Oh yeah.
Now you don't have to, right? He said the fight was offered to him in January. He fought end of April, early May. So it's only 3 months. A lot of reasons, but I mean, I had never thought about that. So when the guy says it, I was like, wait a minute, maybe. Am I wrong for thinking maybe?
It's a definite possibility. I don't know enough to comment. I don't want to comment on someone else's testosterone usage.
But before we go, you and I went to this place Ways to Well to get stem cells in Austin for my back.
Correct.
You also do it. Did you do that? It's like a nandrolone drip or something like that, where they said it regenerates your cells.
Oh, I do believe I did that not the first. I've been there twice, and they treated me really well. I don't think I did it the last time. Sorry, I don't think I did it the first time. I think I did it the second time. Yes.
I hated it, bro.
Wait, why?
It made me feel like I was going to catch a fucking heart attack. That thing was going.
Oh, that was no. That's I've had that. I did not have that at Waysdale. That's Oh, what is that?
I hated that,
and
bro.
you got to slow it down. It makes
bro,
you feel
I
like
hated that. That was the worst feeling in my life.
Trying to remember what it is right now, but
dude,
I've had
I
it.
hated it. How did you deal with it?
Well, I slowed the drip down, but then I did my research. It's kind of expensive, and my research that I did on my own said it leaves the body too fast. So I felt like a fucking superstar for like 3 days, but then it kind of went back to normal, you know. And it's like I can't be paying all this money just to feel great for 3 days, especially like if I'm not competing or anything. Oh, what is it? I'm blanking on what it is right now. I know who to ask once I'm off.
It was crazy. Like I felt my body going nuts. I was like, stop it, please. Stop it, stop it. Like, hey, bro. I was like, please stop it. I was like, it has to stop. My fucking brain started to scratch my ears. It felt like everything. My brain was like, it felt like my head was itching. It was like when I would drink that stuff with all that beta alanine shit in it. And it makes your skin, everything like starts tingling. I imagine that's what the Incredible Hulk felt like every time he just went from Bruce Banner to the Incredible Hulk. It was nuts, bro. You liked it?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. At least it wasn't as well as somewhere else. But yeah, I felt like a superstar for like 3 days. But then I did read the research on like how fast it metabolizes through your body. And so like what you would really need to do, which I don't have access to, and I can't remember what it is, but you would need to get like a small IV drip like every other day or something, right? Because it goes out of your body so quickly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I'm not that rich. I'm not that rich. So
well, you are.
This is too much.
You and I, hey, so listen, my lawyers are going to call you. We need to discuss the academy. Hey, we need to, hey, Artem gets some money off the vodka.
Did he actually get it? Did he actually get it?
I have no idea. All right, Ben, I'll let you get to practice.
Hey,
guys.
Wait, I got to ask you one question. I actually made a video of this on myself. I'm starting to post a few videos in my own Askren YouTube channel.
Hey, I told you in the comments, I only wanted you in front of that bookcase.
No, that was on Instagram.
You look out on
bookcase
Instagram.
Is right over there. It's in that corner.
You look so smart. You look so smart in front of that bookcase.
Stop bullying me. Hey, as an Oklahoma State alum, are you excited that the Magic Man is coming to Stillwater? I know you had an ode to John Smith, and John Smith is great, but now it's the Magic Man era. How do you feel?
You know what, bro? Like, I think it's gonna be awesome. You know, I feel bad for the old coaches, right? Because I don't know what's gonna happen to those guys. Those are guys I've known for a real long time, so you feel for them. But I've also known David since he was a little kid. David used to spend afternoons. He used to spend afternoons when we were on the Olympic team.
That's what I was going to bring up. I remember his little ass came to dinner with us one time, and he was like probably 15 or something. I don't know. He wasn't old.
He would sit in my room playing video games with me because I've always been a kid. So I've known David for a really, really long time, and I've got this great photo of him when he would come to Tulsa Nationals to wrestle, and it's a picture of him laying on the mat next to the cowboy, and he's got his press conference tomorrow, and I was going to post that. He's got a long. I think they're going to do great, and financially. There's a lot of backing behind him. So I think he's going to be fine. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited. I'm excited. I wonder for Coleman Scott and see what Coleman's going to do and Chris Perry and Tyler
I don't think it would be a terrible idea to keep Coleman on staff for David, but
that would be hard though, right? Coleman wants to be the head coach there. And I don't know that you can keep a guy that wanted the job just as your assistant right away, but you need to keep a cowboy. A Dayton Fix or somebody needs to be on that staff to keep that closeness of the Stillwater community. All right, guys, that's me. That's Ben. We had another great show. We appreciate you guys' eyes. We appreciate your views and support. Until next time, we'll see you on the other side. Peace.